Hello and welcome to Dartmoor Stomps, and today I am in Sourton. This is the Granite Way cycle track, and I've just parked there at the entrance to this. We're just along from the new, what's it called? Used to be the bottleneck. Pump and pedal, just along from the pump and pedal. Just outside Oakhampton. And a bit of a different one today. I've decided to try out a new app. Well, it's not a new app, it's an app I used when I went to Snowdon. It's like an offline map download thing. And I'm going to use it to go to High Wheel Hayes from this side. Something a bit different in it. I figure it shouldn't be so challenging. And I won't get too lost. I kind of know my way around here. So yeah, so up on the hill there is Sourton Tor, up there, looking lovely. And I'm just going to head towards it for the minute and have a look at the map and see if that is indeed the right kind of way I want to be going. So I've just looked at the app, and actually I want to be heading sort of, there's Sourton Tor. I want to be heading kind of that way, but I am going to go up to Sourton Tor because actually it's not that far to High Wheel Hayes. Well, it doesn't look it anyway. I am seeing a bog in front of me, but it's hot today. We've actually got heat warnings for tomorrow, and it's going to be very roasty today. So it's actually clouded over a little bit, but it's been absolutely blistering. And here's the bog grass. We know all about this stuff. If you see this on Dartmoor, look out, because it's a very good sign that it is going to be basically a marsh. And I don't know if you can see it down there. It is indeed still quite boggy. So I'll be picking my way through that, and I'll probably catch up with you again up on Sourton Tor. Not at the top yet by any means, but I've just had to stop and whack on some factor 20. The sun has just decided to break through. Oh, starting to get some views though. Looking down into Cornwall. Sourton up there. Very nice indeed. I've just seen something pretty alarming. On Sourton Tor, I'm counting about 4 bovine terrorists looking pretty mean. I'll see if I can sneak by somehow. Cool, look at that. Fearsome. Right, I'm going to head along down here and skirt around the bottom. Look at these guys, I reckon they've had a run in with the terrorists. Barely got any wool left. Solidarity, brothers. Stay strong. Right, managed to flank them over there without incident. I'm nearly at the top. You can still hear the A30. I'll be glad when that's a distant memory, but at the moment it's buzzing away there. I don't know how much the mic will pick that up, but right, just this last little bit and we'll be at the top. Right, just coming to the trig point of Sourton Tor. Someone's put flowers on it. Oh, you really shouldn't have. Oh, isn't that nice? Brighten the place up a bit. Oh, very lovely. Oh, and a couple of locks. I hope that's not a fad that's going to take on. We don't end up with loads of locks up here anyway. Right. Enough moaning. Let's have a look at this view. Not bad at all. Looking down into Cornwall there. And that way we're looking over towards more sort of Gunners Lake, Cannington, that sort of way. And a bit more Tavistock over there. over towards Plymouth. Very lovely. I do recommend this tour. This is a nice, in fact I've done it, haven't I, on the Dartmoor Stomps, but this is it's a nice, it's a challenging tour, but not a very long one. So it's, you know, you can think, oh, I want to go out for a couple of hours, I fancy a bit of a stomp. This is a good one to do. But let's look at the other side. I'm going to check the app in a minute and see where I need to be going. But whew, looking down there, we have, and I'm going to use the magic zoom. There's Meldon Reservoir down there. And I think, do go and watch actually my original Sourton tour Stomps, because I tell you all about the ice factory up here, which is one of my favourite stories about Dartmoor. Now, I think we need to be going that kind of way. I notice there's tracks all the way up this hill. So I'm just going to pull the app out and educate myself. One thing I notice is it doesn't orientate like where you're facing, sort of thing. It doesn't know which way's north, which if I were making the app, I think I would add that feature. As it happens, I've got a online compass thing, and I happen to know that way's north because it just is. No, it isn't. See, it's that way. That way's north. That's North Devon. Yeah. So zooming in on where we are now, it says yes, you are at Sourton Tor. The A30's over there, which is correct. So I'm looking across Meldon Reservoir's over there. So the reservoir's over there. I want to be heading basically up between those hills. Oh, no, I'm not going to be doing that. I think my eyes have just spied red flags. And we know what that means. It means don't go up there. Well, this might just be a little stomp up to Sourton and back again. I'll just investigate further and I'll get back to you. Well, I've checked it out and I've been scuppered. They are firing day and night. Today and tonight. So, yeah. We won't be going over there. So, what I think I might do, I can see just along here, there's a little brook or a little stream. So, I think I'm going to go down here and follow that around and come back down to the car park, across the front of Meldon Reservoir. That's me well away from Dartmoor firing, where they're doing the firing, which is all the way over there. And that'll at least give us a bit more of a walk. Sorry, folks, but there we go. When you do stuff spontaneously, that's the risk you take. Just got to adapt your plans a little bit. Bit of a shame that. Never mind. Anyway, so here we go. To this little stream thing. I wonder if it says on the app what it is. Probably does. I'll have a look in a minute. So we're going down here. And that's Sourton Tor there. So we're literally just following this little track down to this little watercourse thing. Looks like it might have a beach. Well, hey. I have to say though, this is a very lovely part of the moor. And I can't hear the A30 anymore. I guess all the sound is being blasted up by the Sourton Tor. It's nice and quiet now, apart from the helicopters, of course. There'll probably be the odd ordnance going off in a minute, but apart from that, it's very peaceful. I think what we've essentially found here is a bovine terrorist training camp. They're out on exercise at the moment, it seems, but the evidence is clear. What there isn't is a water thing. I mean, it kind of is. It looks like it's dried up. Goes up there. Weird. Anyway, there we go. Interesting nonetheless. Come to Dartmoor. Look at our lovely mud pools. Beautiful. Yeah, that was a bit disappointing. I was hoping for some running water at least there. Never mind. Okay, so we're following this. Basically, I think we'll follow the track. Seems a sensible thing to do. And head on that way. Well, just walking along, minding my own business, and I've come across the ice factory, which I mentioned earlier. Looking a bit different. I remember when I came up here last time, it was winter-ish and freezing. Remember that, it was freezing cold. But let's have a look at this again. And I'll tell you the story again. So basically, there was a guy, like I say, do look at my other Sourton video because I've got the book and I've got all the details in it. But there was a guy who had this land and thought, well, what will we do with it? And he come up with the idea of making an ice factory. Say ice factory, what it is, it's long trenches in the side of the hill. And this particular part of the hill gets really hit with the weather. And in the winter is freezing cold. So what he'd done, he made these trenches and basically they would gradually fill up with ice. And then with horse and cart, he would take them all down to Plymouth for the fishing industry, of course. And I just think that's an amazing example of someone's vision. You know, standing here in the middle of the moor and thinking, there's a fish factory somewhere, then I could make ice right here and keep that fish cool for them. I don't know whether if that's genius or just mental illness, I'm not sure. But anyway, thinking outside the box, definitely. I mean, you can see these would have been fair old chunks of ice. And I guess they would have had to have been to have basically made it all the way to Plymouth. But a very interesting tale nonetheless. I think this must have been one of the big storehouses that they kept the ice in. You can see it's a fair old size. I would imagine in there, like covered with a proper roof of insulated something, the ice would have kept for quite a while until they were ready to move it. Here's the entrance down there, and what do you expect to see in an abandoned ice factory? Bovine terrorists. Now I need to go exactly where they are, basically. I think I'm trying to make out where I've parked. Now I can see that building over there, which I think is the Southwest Water building, which would mean that down there is where I've parked. But it doesn't look right. I'm thinking I was more over there. Not that it matters, to be fair. If it's not there, it's only there. The thing that is different is obviously down there, no bovine terrorists. Over there, look, you can see him. Poised. Can't take your eye off them. I think whatever way, I'm going to go down here and along the bottom. Because, like, never mind their, homicidal tendencies. Can you imagine being a big black cow on a day like this? You'd be cooking, and not in a good way. Right, now I've come down and I look back up there. I can see that's actually the same group of reprobates that I saw earlier, and it is just down here. So there we go. All I've done is basically walked around the hill. But that's all right. Nice little stomp nonetheless. Let's take another look at this view. Beautiful. Well, I'm not going to make you walk down the hill with me. I'll let you go. Before you do though, do subscribe, It matters. My subscription levels are terrible because I never say please subscribe, but it starts to matter more on YouTube these days. So if you could do that, that'd be smashing. It really, really, really does help. I'm going to get out of here now. It's getting a bit warm, to be honest. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I will see you next time. Cheers!